The first sale of the day is this Wrangler Western shirt in a men's medium. It is a pearl snap and it did have some like shiny diamonds in it. And this took 2 days to sell and it sold for a best offer of $14 plus shipping. If you are going to pick up the lightweight Wranglers, then you do want to make sure that they have something unique about them. Don't just get the regular plaid ones or the regular striped ones. Sale number 2, a new to me brand, Collars & Co. It's like a dress collar, but it's a polo shirt. And this one was in a men's medium. It sold in 2 days for a best offer of $35 plus shipping. This one really surprised me. It seems super basic. It's pretty thin, not very like substantial material, but I think they might be like one of those Instagram brands where like they are really popular on Instagram, do a lot of marketing there, because I think I might have seen one of their ads before. But yeah, this is a super great brand to keep a lookout for. And this is my first time finding it, so I don't know how popular it is or how common it is, but I'll keep my eye out for it going forward. Sale number 3, 4, and 5 are all Lululemon men's pants in the same size, 36 by 32. I think they all have like a little mark or a little something on them. Another eBay seller messaged me and asked if I could give him a deal, and we ended up settling on, I think, around like $30 each plus shipping. Maybe a little bit more. I might have made a little bit more on each of them because I combined shipping and they sent offers to include the shipping. So maybe like 30 to 33 bucks each. So there's this pair, and this pair. And I think they're all the same ABC pant in 36-32. Sale number 6 was a Dixxon flannel in a men's 2XL. This one was called the Eddie. It took 12 days to sell and it sold for a best offer of $45 plus shipping. As you guys know, I paid $27 on average for all of these flannels. So this one I am making a few bucks on. This one's probably around the $10 profit that I'm looking for on each one. But as you know, I need to make more profit on some of them because some of them I'm breaking even on or even losing some money on. So number 7 was a Pendleton wool flannel shirt. This one took 8 months to sell and it sold for a best offer of $20 plus shipping. This was one of the thinner flannels, not one of the big, thicker ones. And it probably had 1 or 2 little holes or flaws on it. And that's why it took so long to sell and sold for so little. So number 8 is another Dixxon flannel in a men's 2XL. This one is the F Cancer one. This one always does well in both men's and women's. And it sold in 11 days for a best offer of $65 plus shipping. I think this next Dixxon flannel went to the same buyer. This one was new with tags and it was called, I think, Big Boar and Big Boar Quantico. And this one took 12 days to sell and it also sold for $65 plus shipping. Sale number 10 was a North Face sweatshirt. I actually was able to easily find the name of it. This one was called the Canyonlands hoodie. And I think by adding the name of what the actual sweater is, then I was able to sell it way quicker than I would have if I would just put North Face sweatshirt full zip. Anyways, this one sold in 3 days for a best offer of $17 plus shipping. I also got this from my buddy for free, so it's complete profit. So number 11 is a Pendleton wool jacket. It kind of is like a chore coat with all the pockets on the front of it and a little bit longer length. This one sold in 5 days for a best offer of $85 plus shipping, and this one was in immaculate condition. Sale number 12 was a Masters Tech polo shirt in a men's 2XL. It took 1 day to sell and it sold for $34 plus shipping. I love selling any of the Masters stuff. Here's the logo for it. It all sells really well, and they're more performance-y polos, I think, do the best. They also have some outerwear that does really good. So yeah, anything from the Masters, that's for the Augusta National Golf Course, sells really well. And this isn't even the time of year for it. The Masters happens in the spring, so usually that's the best time to sell it. But still was able to get $34 in 1 day. Sale number 13 is a 511 tactical shirt. This one sold in 4 days for a best offer of $20 plus shipping. I did put a few keywords in there because it did have the snap in the middle where it has a couple snap buttons for like the quick draw. And yeah, so be sure if you do have one of the 511 tacticals that has some kind of like technology or has some of their own features in it that might be appealing to someone, then you go ahead and include as many of those keywords in the title as possible. Sale number 14 is one of my favorite golf brands to find. It's called G4. This shirt sold in 15 days for a best offer of $55 plus shipping. These polos always sell for tons of money, and I'm always super excited when I find them. I actually just found one yesterday. I did have to pay up. I paid 20 bucks for that one. But like I said, if it sells for 55 bucks, I'm happy. So number 15 was a Travis Matthews golf polo in a men's XL, and it was new with tags. This one had a parrot and a palm tree print all over it. So the Travis Matthews shirts that you want to be looking for are the ones that are more unique, not just the basic ones, either the solid colors or the plaids. You don't want to be picking up those. You want to pick up the floral ones, the ones that have prints on them, the ones that are different. And obviously it helped that this one was new, but it sold in 8 days for full price, $45 plus shipping. So number 16 was a True Religion Western shirt. It did have pearl snaps on it, and it was in a men's XL. This one took over a year to sell though, and it sold for a best offer of $18 plus shipping. So number 13 was a Levi chambray shirt in a men's medium. It took 16 days to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $15 plus shipping. I love selling chambray shirts in decent brands, bread and butter brands, and this one is no different. Sale number 18 and the final sale of the day was this vintage John Galt sweatshirt in a men's large. It took 17 days to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $15 plus shipping. That's it for the sales. Let's go ahead and jump into the numbers. On October 19th, we sold 18 items for a total gross sales of $802.01, giving us an average sale price of $44.56. This is a crazy high average sale price. I think it might even be the highest of the month, so I'm really happy with that. The best thing about the average sale price is the days that I have a really high average sale price. That means I actually make the most net profit because I use an average cost of goods. So I'll give you guys those numbers at the end, but for now, let's check on the selling cost and the net sales. As you know, they're always inaccurate, but I have the real ones right here. The selling costs were $231.35. The breakdown for that is $95.41 in eBay final value fees, $105.06 in shipping labels, and $30.88 in promoted listing fees. This is probably my highest promoted listing fees of the month, and I'm not going to complain about it. I'm actually happy about it. That means that I'm getting tons of sales from promoted listings. On this day, 12 of my 18 sales came via promoted listings, and like I said, this is going to be a high profit day, so I am super happy to pay those fees to get the extra sales. Now, if we take away the selling costs and taxes and fees collected by eBay away from the gross sales amount, that'll give us our net sales of $529.12. We still need to take away our cost of goods. I use an average cost of goods currently of $13.21. So our total cost of goods for the 18 items is $237.78. If we take that away from our net sales, it gives us our net profit for the day of $291.34. Like I said, I knew the net profit was going to be higher today just because the average sale price was higher. Yesterday, I sold the same amount of items, and I think my net profit was like $209, and it's almost over $80 more just because my average sale price was so much higher. So I would love to keep this average sale price, but unfortunately with my current inventory and my current sourcing process, this is probably higher than is maintainable. But this is something to strive for. And like I said, getting that average sale price up is going to increase your profit per item by a lot. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for day 50 of the What Sold series. Peace.